Yo, what up world? Welcome back to another beat making video. Today we're going to be doing a Doja Cat type of beat. Really love her new song Juicy. It's just like a fun hip hop song. She's super goofy and she looks like she's having a lot of fun with it. And I kind of like that less serious, more laid back, silly kind of hip hop. And the beat is crazy good. So I figured I'd try to like do my best to recreate that sound of that track. And it's really hard to recreate a beat like perfectly because there's just so much to a beat. But I don't know, I figure I'd try my best to at least get the vibe down. So first thing we got to do is raise the tempo to 170, and that is not a tempo I usually work in. That is pretty fast. So we're gonna open up one instance of Omnisphere and then one instance of Nexus. And for Nexus, we're just going to grab a grand piano. And for Omnisphere, we're going to grab a bell. I'm looking for like a glass bell. That works. Delete this. And we'll start off in... So the reason why I have two open is just it's going to be the same melody for each one, but just an octave apart. So yeah, that is why there are two. So let's start off with writing this melody out. I was trying to figure it out, and it sounds like it's like C to D minor, and then kind of ends on F. Like I said, this is not an exact recreation. I'm just going for the vibe of the track. Let me lower this a bit. So this is going to be the higher octave, the bell. So yeah, this is just a C major, arpeggiated. It is so freaking fast. Okay, then we're gonna go into a D minor. So that's just D, F, A. Pretty simple. But of course I fucked up. Okay, let's just mess around with this velocity a bit. And then we're going to go back to C, so we're just going to grab this first part over. And then we're going to go up to an F, but it's kind of going to be like an F, then into a really high D minor. So, I mean, you'll see what I mean. So FAC, that's our F major chord. And then we're kind of just going to make like this D minor. Just even out this velocity. Okay, so that melody should sound like this. All right, so that's played throughout the majority of the song, something like that, for the majority of the song with some alterations to it. So I'm just going to copy that, paste it here, control down to bring it down an octave. Let's put them both in the mixer so we can balance them out a bit better. Okay, cool. So let's throw that in the playlist. And let's drag it over and let's make the next one unique. And this is going to be the one where the 808 drops. The pattern where the 808 drops. So we're going to open up Flex. And the 808 isn't like super hard hitting in this track. I mean, it is a little, but just not like crazy. So I'm just going to use 808 clean. My favorite 808 from Flex, and we can write out our pattern. So I'm going to write it out in a higher octave, and then we'll lower it a bit. But let me just put on my tempo so it's a little easier to write. So we're going to start on C. And go up to E. Drag this out a bit. Lower it here. I like to keep my velocity all the way up for 808s. Give it a little more release. And then we're just going to go up to an F. And now we're just going to lower it 2 octaves. Okay, cool. Let's take our hi-hat off, our metronome, and let's add a snare. So I'm going to go into battery. I'm going to go into 808. So I kind of want one hollow snare like this, and then one snarey snare like that. Snarey snare. Let's get a kick in there. Something with a little punch. Something like that will do. And let's lay down our kick. Kind of gonna follow the 808 pattern mostly, but try to give it a little more bounce. All right, cool. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, cymbal. It's a light China gong. And then a hi-hat. I'm gonna pitch this. Well, first off, I have no idea where the hi-hat rolls are in the actual track, so I'm just kind of randomizing it a bit. And I'm going to pitch the hi-hats down a bit. I think we can add a clap in there, just pretty low. Let's hear the intro into the cool. So there's one last thing I want to do. In the, I think it's like the verse section, the main melody changes a bit. So we'll just make this unique. Just call it verse. And what it basically does, it kind of just, instead of fully arpeggiates, it kind of just ends abruptly. And I think like the low note becomes the high note. So it kind of sounds like this. So yeah, there you have it, kind of my recreation of Juicy by Doja Cat. By no means an exact recreation. I know there's some other elements. There's like a vocal thing in there and some other synth line, but this is like, I don't know, the basis of the song. And if you enjoyed it, definitely subscribe, drop a like. If there's an artist you want to hear me do next, or if there's a track you want to hear me recreate next, just let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching.